Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 6 p.m. newscast. I'm Noel Medina. Let's get right to tonight's top stories. New details have surfaced surrounding that fatal hot air balloon crash in Lockhart, Texas. The sunrise.
Wow, okay. That was my first newsreel before I had any on-camera experience at all, clearly. Couple notes. Number one, my inflection is very unnatural. It's pretty sing-songy, and I would also say that my posture is incredibly stiff. My hands stay glued together, which is very unnatural, and even my shoulders are a little bit hunched. I'm looking down and yet up at the camera. And last but not least, you can really tell that I'm reading off of a teleprompter by how slow my pace of speaking is. So yeah, if you wanted a what not to do, there you go. Hey there, I'm Noelle, and I'm an on-camera host and scriptwriter for the Hustle YouTube channel here at HubSpot. How did I get here? Well, as you've maybe already guessed, my journey to becoming an on-camera talent at HubSpot started in TV news. Since I anchored my first full newscast, I've loved learning how to master the art of the on-camera delivery. And while calling it an art may sound a little intense, to me, knowing how to be on camera is more than just a skill. It starts with a natural talent and ability to connect, both with your content and your audience. But sometimes it can be really hard to do that, especially when we get handed a script about a topic we might not fully understand, like the ins and outs of cryptocurrency, or when we don't totally know who's on the other side of the screen watching our content once it's been published. When I worked in news, I was often on the ground telling stories in real time. So it was easy to connect to the words on the teleprompter because I had not only written them, I had also experienced them. And the people whose stories I covered were the same people watching those stories air on their TVs at home. So I knew exactly who I was addressing. Creating content in a remote environment and for a platform with billions of viewers like YouTube can make it really hard to do the very thing that the art of the on-camera delivery hinges on: connecting. So here's a two-step exercise that will hopefully make connecting to both your content and your audience just a little bit easier. Check it out. First, find a script either internally at HubSpot or on the internet that you've never read through before. Here's one I found from our HubSpot marketing channel on LinkedIn Growth Hacks. Next, circle and underline some of the words or phrases that resonate with you. I'm going to circle the words LinkedIn, profile, and strong headline, and underline the phrases top search results, 100% completed and optimized, and visited more in depth. Now, take those words and phrases and think about how you personally connect with them. For me, I'm a huge fan of LinkedIn, so this script is speaking to me already. I'm starting to think about how I can optimize my own profile so that it gets visited and looked at more in depth by my network. See? Drawing connection points between you, the host, and the information you're delivering will make your delivery more purposeful and more personable. Now, let's move on to connecting with your audience. It's impossible to know the demographic of every single person who will eventually watch your content, but gaining a clearer understanding of who your target viewer is can dramatically help shape your on-camera delivery. For example, on the Hustle YouTube channel, our target viewer is a business builder, aka an entrepreneur or tech enthusiast between the ages of 26 and 34, usually male, although sometimes female, and highly ambitious. Creating a viewer persona the same way our sales team at HubSpot creates customer personas can help you visualize the intended recipient of your content and tailor your on-camera delivery more specifically to them. Let's move on to hosting in the studio versus in the field. At The Hustle, I get the opportunity to create content that allows me to flex both my in the field and in the studio camera muscles. And while the fundamental principles of being on camera as they relate to emotive expression, diction, and body language are pretty much the same across the board, there are some key differences between hosting in the studio versus in the field. So let's go over those. In the studio, number one, channel your energy more in your face than your body. Too many hand gestures and head nods can be distracting. Number two, connect with the camera by keeping your eye contact here. Disengaged eyes can lead to disengaged viewers. And number three, reading off a teleprompter means your delivery will naturally be more direct because it's scripted. but that doesn't mean you can't improvise here and there. Remember, whatever doesn't stick can be taken out in editing. In the field, having a conversation out in the world often looks like this. We talk as much with our bodies as we do with our words. So while you're in the field, it's okay to express yourself more through body language. Connect with your environment, but make sure the camera is your anchor point. Feel free to look around and, engage with whatever is going on around you, but don't lose sight of who you're really talking to. Bring your script with you, but don't memorize it. Jot down key bullet points so you make sure you cover everything you need to, but also don't be afraid to bake more ad-libs into your delivery than scripted lines. Hopefully these tips and tricks help you on your way to becoming a more engaging on-camera personality. And don't forget, the art of the on-camera delivery is just that, an art, meaning it's subjective and there's no right or wrong way to do it. At the end of the day, the most important part of being on camera is staying true to you.